Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. The shiner's from a bike accident. I promise I feel a lot better than I look. So welcome to your weekly rune reading. The sun's moving into Leo on the 22nd. Happy birthday, solar return, all you Leos out there. This ignites bold truth, radiant presence, heart-led expansion. It's time to stop hiding and start living in your light. Right away with this week in Mercury retrograde, starting on the 18th, our voice and purpose may feel tangled. We're called to speak with truth, not just in volume, but led with the heart, right? Not with the ego. That's where this rune reading will guide us. So the ancient symbols cut through the noise to reveal what's essential, to release, embody, and where you're called to rise. And for deeper connection, we've just started this HŌLD group. It's called the HŌLD. And there are bi-weekly gatherings, the first and third Sundays of each month, called the Path and Pulse. And those are on the first and third Sundays, again, at 3 p.m. in person and 7 p.m. online or Zoom, all Central Standard Time. So let's take a deep breath, tune in, and here's what the runes have to say. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here, Taurus. Let's jump right on in and grab your rune for the energetic past. In the past here, we have Naldi's. Naldi's is like going down the path, and now this log or obstruction is like a hindrance or probably just like a blockade. Something came up where you need to address it before you can continue fully down your path. Now, this is something that is calling you to address needs, constraints, limitations. All these sounds like now this, like, oh, great, now this. But, it's how you look at it, Taurus, that really determines what you make out of this. So this could be happening to you or for you. If you look at this happening for you, then you get to look forward to things and being accomplished and have a lot more of a upward trajectory kind of outlook on things. With the Naldi's, when you're looking at it like, oh great, now this has got it, and now this is piling up, can I get a break? And then you start getting into that lower vibrational cycle when also you need to do is just dot your I's, cross your T's, just be moving forward, being present with the now, but remaining vigilant to whatever needs, constraints, limitations from your past you've been addressing, right? So this could have been something like a change of house, spouse, or career. This could have been just like an unintended eventuality, like a natural disaster in your past. It could be so many things, Taurus, but just take what resonates here and leave what doesn't. Just some needs, constraints, limitations coming up, and you are responding, hopefully, to them rather than reacting, right? We have Odin's rune for the now energies position. So that's like the patch that covers Odin's eye, and that's indicative of something that is hidden from you or something that you already know. This is your energetic now, like your not your influence per se, but what energies you are in right now. This says divine is saying you ought to know. So we are going to pull a rune from a completely different set at the end of this pull, all right, at the end of this reading. So moving forward into your near future, beautiful stuff. This is Ingwaz. This is that fertile soil, that seed. A lot of times you see it as just this diamond shape, and that's indicative of the seed. But either way you see this in the Elder Futhark is correct. And this Ingwaz is like the divine masculine's rune. Kind of like how I was saying before, where you're coming from that place of knowing rather than guessing. That's what the divine masculine is all about, right? So you're maybe working on healing a lot of that divine masculine and being responsive rather than reactive, coming from that sense of security, that place of that firm stability, right? Where you can respond and not have to be so defensive, right? Okay, let's get your influence of the now energies. This isn't Tiwaz. Tiwaz is the arrowhead of success. That's the god Tyr's rune. Like the self-sacrifice kind of comes into mind here. You could have been into martyr type of energies. This is a lot of showing up for yourself, the dedication, kind of like Libra energies too. You could have been under this influence from a Libra, Taurus here, but I would say this is like more indicative of what you're going to go through this week is showing up for yourself, needing to really just be dedicated and being in that vector of victory. Just keep on being dedicated every day to showing up for yourself, for your community, for your tribe, that inherent sense of balance, right? That Libra has, those scales, right? Kind of like maybe the Hierophant. Like you have a lot of information and you're wanting to share that, you're wanting to lead by example, but just be careful that you're not making yourself into an unnecessary martyrdom scenario. Okay, so let's get your advice for the now. Yeah, toughness, stability, durability. This is Awaz. This is the rune of the U branch, Y-E-W, the U tree, ash tree. This is like the tree of life, Yggdrasil, and this is an irreversible rune as well. This is a lot of the axis of life, like the tree of life. This is the squirrel going up and down the tree of life, relaying information from the great condor and the great serpent on either end. So you're called to be flexible, like the branch that they used to carve the bows out of back in the day, and durable, the same much, right? So, excuse my mouth words. I'm just excited for you, Taurus, because this is a lot of dedication, showing up for yourself. You're really called to be in your stability, your focus, and your drive, determination, and really into your healing aspects of really, I think this is moving. I think this is a literal movement in your life where you are just really in your strength, your toughness, your durability. And like the tree branches, when they break, that's from them flexing too much or not enough, and they don't weather the storm. You become that rune of Isa, the frozen rune, the stuck, rigid, repeating life lessons, all that. So when we do flex, we get to see the sun shine on the other side of the tree branches through the storm, right? We know that the sun, Sawilo, is on its way after any hard time. And this is beautiful because this is shaping into your, almost like a stoic sense on how you're adopting this too. Taurus is kind of a feeling I'm getting because your divine masculine is showing up there at the end. And with the God Tears rune here. Yeah, durability, toughness, needs, constraints, limitation. I think you're really showing up for your, not just yourself, but you're really embodying examples of how to be a leader for your tribe, for your soul family. This is beautiful stuff. Let's see what's in your energetic outcome here. Therisas, divine work. Okay, we have a lot of thorough action. So after maybe there's this pause, a few pauses here, a lot of learning, balancing energies, and then you get to strike. Then you get to, that's the hammer strike, like Mjolnir, like Thor's hammer. So Therisas is like thorough, very swift, lightning quick type of action. This is really going to catapult you. So everything that you're going through right now, Taurus, and what you've been going through is worth it. There's so much healing here for you. There's so much grounding, reciprocity, balance of energies, just coming from that firm state of being in your future. So you have this thorough action to look forward to. You might have been looking at what your next step might be and just feeling like whatever it is, it keeps getting hidden from you. Yeah. But just showing up for yourself in your daily work, your dedication is embodying this stability alone, right? Meditate. What are your essential practices? Do you breathe? Do you do dancing? Do you chant? Do you do mantras? There's a lot that you can really do for your essential practice every day. There's a lot like PEMF, Rife therapy, just counseling work, right? Just so much. But you have that thorough action. You get to build. Excuse me. Let me just back it up a second. The hammer, just a reminder, it can build, destroy, or protect. So you get to build, destroy, or protect. The choice is yours. I believe this is building because this is fertile ground. This is fertile territory you're moving into. So a lot of this may be stagnant energy or feeling like you can't catch a break in the very near future. You will get that information being in the center of this all with this axis that's in the axis of your rune reading. You're going to be able to have those clear directions to be able to finally move forward, Taurus. Beautiful sigh of relief. Let's get your rune for the influences, or excuse me, your energetic. Now, Pertho, yeah, taking the leap is what you're at kind of right now. Do I throw myself all in? Do I unravel these mysteries? Pertho's like the gambler's cup. This is a lot of unraveling mysteries, a lot of initiation process work that you're under right now. So Pertho is like, you know how you're starting off going into the room, kind of like you do like a board game or like a gamble, like the dice cup, or like a birth or pregnancy, right? We all know how those things generally begin, but we don't know how they're going to end. And through the process, you have to adapt, twist, turn, and make all these different changes, right? And in the end, you come out with a shifted perspective. So you've been initiated through this process, just showing up for yourself, being stable, and you are stepping into your new self, like your new healed aspects of yourself, your divine masculine healing work as well. Beautiful stuff, Taurus. Let me know in the comments below how this is all resonating here for you. Let's get a card of clarity now from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Spirit, straight from Source, directly to your soul. And this is a beautiful card that just flew right out. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Divine. Success here says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Yeah. Love yourself, love others. We don't necessarily have to be doing things all the time. Even love is a verb. We can just say, I love you, and act on that, right? And that will lead you through that, right? So what I mean is passing everything through your great love filter. Am I receiving it with love? Am I perceiving it with love? If your answer is no to any questions like that, then you know where you need to go within for healing. Okay, so let's read more about this card. Again, it says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yeah, I think you're really stepping into your leadership role here, Taurus. It is easy to perceive others as being better than you. This is a trap of the ego, Taurus. There's no one greater or lesser than you. There are only those who have learned how to reveal their gifts to a greater or lesser degree. Everyone is born with unique abilities of the soul. And just like snowflakes, no two are ever alike. You have a unique perspective to share with the world you have. You have a unique perspective to share with the world and have come back to share this time to put your stamp on it, Taurus. Perhaps you may not be aware or even in tune with your incredible gifted self. Why not try to make a list of 10 aspects of yourself or abilities you possess that you love and hold in high regard? It is not always easy to write about yourself, Taurus, but sometimes you need to be reminded just how special you are, and that'll really help with making it through this hurdle. So remember, Taurus, that you did not come down to the schoolroom by accident. You have meaning and reason for being. You are a treasure chest of incredible gifts and insights. Now is the time to celebrate you. Namaste, Taurus. Have a blessed and abundant week.